Shannon Sharpe, yesterday after Cam Newton was cut by the Panthers, he posted this on Instagram, and I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm free and hungry. No pity party, just work. And then hashtag shine through the shade and hashtag not for likes, just for life. So, Mr. Sharpe, what do you make of this post? And then what do you make of Cam's future in the National Football League?
Well, the thing is, it's going to be a shock, Skip, because for the first time, Cam Newton is not going to be the starter in a very long time. He's going to probably have to go somewhere and back up and wait for an opportunity. I do believe he'll get an opportunity. Skip, for me, teams knew they were going to have to release Cam. You signed Teddy Bridgewater. You bring in P.J. Walker. You traded the other guy to Washington. I forget his name. You traded him. And so they knew you're not keeping Cam on the roster at $19 million. So why would I, Skip, why would I trade for a guy for $19 million, have to give you draft picks? If I sit right where I am right now, I'm going to wait 3 days and I'll be able to negotiate with Cam Newton on my own. I can get a contract that's palatable, that's cap friendly to me, and I can keep my draft picks. I believe now, I believe Chicago's out of the running because they signed Nick Folk. But I believe very much in play is the Chargers. They are in play. Look, you can say Cam is battered and maybe he has cauliflower and all that. I get all that. But anybody that thinks Tyrod Taylor is a better starting quarterback than Cam Newton need to be checked. Now, the rules are a little different now with the new CBA, Skip. You can't lose games for being high on marijuana. But you high on something else if you believe Tyrod Taylor is a better quarterback than Cam Newton.
Okay. Agreed. Okay, I hear what you just said, but the one thing that startled me, stopped me in my tracks, was you said that maybe Cam Newton is going to have to be a backup quarterback. Shannon.
Yes.
I cannot fathom, I cannot imagine Cam Newton ever being a backup for anybody in the National Football League. He's just too big. He's got too much aura, too much presence. He's got too much legacy. He was an MVP in 2015. And he actually, look, I'm a big fan. I endorsed him going #1 overall. I was great with that. I loved what he did I liked what he did a little bit at Florida before he got in trouble. And I loved what he did at Blinn Junior College. And I loved what he did at Auburn. And then for a long time, I loved what he did in Carolina. He was as freakish a quarterback talent as we've ever seen. And I'm including Michael Vick in there because Cam's just such a huge human being who could run like that, move like that, run over linebackers, still had just a big cannon arm and touch and feel. He had the whole package. And when he was right in 2015, I'm talking about right, because I look at that 2015 year, he had career highs across the board, 35 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. His QBR doesn't like Cam because he's not that efficient. So he had a 67, which was his career best that year, but it only ranked 11th in the league. But then all of a sudden, he just hit the wall. And we go 16, 17, 18, then 19 last year, only played 2 games. But over that span, he was tied for first in the league in interceptions. That won't work. And then over the last 4 years, his QBR, again, it doesn't love him, but it ranked 31st out of 40 qualified quarterbacks. That won't work. And then the injury started. He had two shoulder surgeries, and then he had the Liz Frank injury in his foot that cost him the whole year last year. And he says, and his agency says, that he had an independent doctor in Atlanta check him out. He's just fine. Bill Polian, who is now in the Hall of Fame, said yesterday, well, that's all well and good, but no team's going to buy into that until they get their doctor to check him out and pass him on a physical.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know what he is. Right. I'm not sure what he is physically. And so now I look at the Chargers. I agree. That seems like the best landing spot. But remember, they have the 6th overall pick. I don't know. Will they go Justin Herbert there? Have they fallen in love with Jordan Love? Is he Jordan-esque? look, might they take a young quarterback because they don't have Phillip Rivers in their future anymore? They might. So would they just keep Tyrod as the mentor, as the, maybe the part-time starter, the bridge starter to whichever quarterback they take in the draft? Maybe. Would they want Cam to be a mentor? Because he's not built like a mentor to me. He's a solo act.
I agree.
He's got such a forceful presence on social media. I just don't know. It's like Brett Favre wasn't a mentor to Aaron Rodgers. He's just not built that way. He's too much.
But here's the thing.
He's too much into Brett Favre.
But here's the thing, though, Skip.
Go ahead.
I don't know a whole lot of places that's looking for a starting quarterback. Now, if you tell Cam, you can come in here and compete for the job, okay, fine. But I don't really know a whole lot of places currently, Skip, that's looking for a starting quarterback other than the Chargers.
I don't either.
Where else can he go?
No,
Where else can he go and compete?
Okay, look at the Dolphins. Are they going to go forward with Fitzmagic? I don't know, maybe, but they have the 5th pick in the draft, and now Mel Kiper's got them penciled in for Tua. Will he fall to 5? I don't know, but what if he does? Okay, so what if they have Tua and then they have their mentor in place, their bridge quarterback, and Ryan Fitzpatrick? Well, I'm not sure Cam's a great fit there. What about the Redskins? You just pointed out they traded for Kyle Allen to be their backup to Haskins, who is supposed to be their future. I don't love him, but maybe they do. And obviously their new coach is Cam's old coach, and he didn't want to trade for Cam. He didn't even want to give like a 5th or 6th or 7th round pick to have Cam. So it doesn't sound good to me. Would Jacksonville want Cam? It seems like they want to go forward with Gardner Minshew. They traded away Nick Foles, and I thought he was going to be their new guy. And then your team, the Broncos, do they love Drew Lock? That's what Elway's singing his praises. So do you want Cam to come in as his sort of plan B? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see a home for Cam Newton because he's a starting quarterback. He's not a plan B quarterback.
Yeah, you're a starting quarterback when you're a starting quarterback. There's a lot of people, Skip, but guess what? You know what? I might work in the financial sector. But if I get laid off and I need to pay rent and I need to pay a mortgage and I need to send kids to school, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to find something else that's going to help me pay these bills. So I know Cam Newton is a starting quarterback. You're a starting quarterback or you're a starting player when you're a starting player. But when you're not, you're a backup.
I completely concur. And I still admire Cam. I love Cam. But it feels like he got cut too late in this process. And it feels like he's all of a sudden at the wrong place at the wrong time. And
thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.